Hey, folks, welcome to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. I'm your host, Louis Carlin. We're heard right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me today. Are you looking for pro wrestling apparel? If so, you need to head on over to ringloyals.com. Ringloyals.com. They got t-shirts, they have hoodies, they have accessories. Head on over there, ringloyals.com, your wrestling apparel company, ringloyals.com. Want to give a shout out to one of our newest subscribers, John Burke. Thank you so much for subscribing to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network YouTube channel. John Burke, thank you very, very much. Okay, we have a little bit of sad news. I was a little disappointed to read this, a little disappointed to find out about this. So I'm going to talk about it for a bit. Impact Wrestling is breaking up Fire N Flava. They're breaking up Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan. Ringside News reporting says Impact has a lot going on after Slammiversary, and it appears that they are going to break up Fire N Flava. The former Knockouts Tag Team Champions are apparently going their separate ways. Kiera Hogan's status with Impact Wrestling is a big question as well. According to a report from Fightful Select, Impact Wrestling is going to break up Fire N Flava. This is an interesting situation, especially since they just dropped their Knockouts Women's Tag Team titles during the Slammiversary kickoff show to Havoc and Rosemary. There's also reported that Kiera Hogan's contract was up this summer, which is we're in the summer now. It's summer now, so it could be up. It doesn't give a date here, and it's not clear if she signed a new deal or if she's leaving the company. We will keep a close eye on this story here at Ringside News. This is Fire N Flava, Kiera Hogan, Tasha Steelz is one of the best reasons to watch Impact Wrestling. And if Kiera Hogan has signed a new deal with Impact Wrestling, why the hell do you want to break up something that's working so well? It doesn't make sense. Fire N Flava, great, great, great tag team. They work so well together. And yes, maybe you want to give them single pushes. That's fine. Give them single pushes, but you don't have to break them up. Keep them as a team. They work so well together. But if Kiera Hogan's not coming back, that's a completely different story. It doesn't indicate here whether she's coming back or not. I would think with everything that's going on with Impact Wrestling right now, lots of surprises at Slammiversary, lots of great things on the horizon for Impact Wrestling. They would do what they can to keep Kiera Hogan because she's one of the top stars in the Knockouts division in Impact Wrestling. And they do what they can to keep her. You know, she belongs in Impact Wrestling. She deserves a bump in pay. She deserves a better contract. So hopefully she'll sign a new deal with Impact Wrestling. And if she does, please don't split them up. Don't split them up. They're so awesome together. I'm a huge fan of Fire N Flava. I was very disappointed when they lost the titles last night to Havoc and Rosemary. And first of all, it was on the pre-show. It shouldn't have been on the pre-show. You know, it should not have been on the pre-show. I understand, okay, you want to attract attention to the pay-per-view, but that match should not have been on the pre-show. It should have been a semi-main event match. Without a doubt, it should have been a semi-main event match. It should have been that's how I feel about it. Semi-main event match. They're such a great team. Please don't break them up. Sign Kiera Hogan. Keep them together. I think. Well, the Iconics, of course, didn't show up last night, and I'm not sure what the status is on them with Impact Wrestling, if there's any status at all. But I would love for them to sign the Iconics, or the Inspiration is what they're called now. They would have a great, great, great feud, a great series of matches with Fire N Flava. That's why I thought Fire N Flava were going to keep those titles. The Iconics were going to appear, and we were going to get to the Iconics and Fire N Flava battling each other for the tag team championships. That would have been so cool. That would have been a great, great feud. And Fire N Flava really the only true women's tag team in Impact Wrestling, and now they're looking to split them up. Again, if Kiera Hogan's not coming back, if she's decided to leave Impact Wrestling, okay, there's nothing they can do about that. Then they do have to split them up. But if they do keep her, keep the team together, man. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be repeating myself, but they need to keep that team together. Don't split them up. Don't split them up. Yes, Kiera Hogan, Tasha Steelz would be great contenders for Deonna Purrazzo's Knockouts Championship. They would give Deonna Purrazzo great matches, great one-on-one matches, but it doesn't mean you have to break up the team. You know, Impact Wrestling, they have a great thing there. They have a great thing in Fire and Flavor. Don't if you're able to re-sign Kiera Hogan, please don't break them up. Keep them as a team. I mean, who's gonna if they break them up as a team? Who's gonna be the challengers for Rosemary and Havoc? Are they gonna just throw two people together? Are they maybe Tennille Dashwood and I don't know. Well, you got Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering. They were rumored to split up, but it looks like they're staying together. Um, Maybe they're staying together for that reason. I don't know. Maybe they decided to keep them together because Kiera Hogan's not coming back and they needed another tag team to challenge Havoc and Rosemary. That's a possibility as well. So I don't know. I'm very disappointed to read that that we might be seeing the end of Fire and Flavor. Very disappointed. And Impact Wrestling, don't let Kiera Hogan go. Don't let Kiera Hogan go. She's a great talent, a great talent. Don't let her go. I know I voiced my opinion about Moose, and you re-signed Moose, which was great. Now I'm voicing my opinion about Kiera Hogan. Don't let her go. She's an incredible talent. Don't let her go to don't let her get away to NXT or AEW because she'll be a big star. She will be a big star. Keep her in Impact Wrestling. Do what you can to keep her, and please do what you can to keep Fire and Flavor together. Please don't split them up. That's coming from the bottom of my heart. From me to Impact Wrestling, please, if you're able to keep Kiera Hogan, don't break up Fire and Flavor. Please keep them together. Okay, Jay White. Jay White showed up at Slammiversary and stared down Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers, the new leader of, well, I say the current leader of the Bullet Club, staring down the old leader of the Bullet Club, Kenny Omega. Jay White staring down Kenny Omega. And then apparently Slammiversary went off the air before the fireworks happened. Finn Juice came down to the ring, and Jay White actually took them both out. Actually, no, I think he took out Juice Robinson. I'm sorry. So he took out Juice Robinson, hit him with his finishing move, and which makes sense because Jay White he's been feuding with Juice Robinson, David Finlay, in New Japan Pro Wrestling. As a matter of fact, New Japan Pro Wrestling Resurgence, which is in Los Angeles, I believe, in August 14th, which is next month. Jay White's defending his never openweight championship against David Finlay at that show at New Japan Pro Wrestling Resurgence. It was actually really cool seeing Jay White come out with his never openweight championship. So that was really cool. But yeah, I mean, what's going to happen? I mean, is it going to be this has the potential to be something really special. You know, the old members of the Bullet Club against the new members, the current members of the Bullet Club, and it could happen in Impact Wrestling. What if Tama Tonga Tangaloa show up as backup with Jay White at Bound for Glory? Bound for Glory is going to be a huge show. They have a lot of promotions involved with that. Bound for Glory. It's going to be AEW, AAA. New Japan Pro Wrestling. A lot of promotions are going to be involved in the Bound for Glory pay-per-view. What if Jay White and the Guerrillas of Destiny take on Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers at Bound for Glory and Impact Wrestling? That would be just fantastic. Just blows my mind that the potential of having, as I said, the old Bullet Club members taking on the current Bullet Club members in an Impact Wrestling ring is just, it's the possibilities are just, I'm speechless. I'm speechless thinking about it. I mean, it's just something that, you would expect to happen like in a New Japan Pro Wrestling ring or an AEW ring, but it happened in an Impact Wrestling ring. And it looks like New Japan Pro Wrestling is enjoying their relationship with Impact Wrestling more than they are with AEW. You're not seeing too many AEW stars heading on over to AEW. You had Yuji Nagata. We saw Kenta there. Saw Ren Narita was on New Japan. I'm sorry, on AEW. dark. Uh, but Impact Wrestling, we got Satoshi Kojima, we got Finjuice appeared, is back. They've been there. El Phantasmo, great talent, and now Jay White. And who's next? Who's next from New Japan Pro Wrestling to show up in Impact Wrestling? Impact Wrestling is starting to get really, really, really freaking good again. And just the stare down between Jay White and Kenny Omega was just fantastic. And I hope we see the Gorillas of Destiny show up, because right now it's 3-on-1. If it's just Jay White, it's 3-on-1, because Finjuice is not going to back up Jay White. Jay White and Finjuice, they don't get along. So right now it's Omega and the Good Brothers against Jay White and who? Gorillas of Destiny is a logical choice. Who knows? I mean, like I said, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. It left me speechless a few seconds ago, but I would love to see that, and it could happen in an Impact Wrestling ring, which is just phenomenal as well. So Impact Wrestling doing terrific things right now. It's time to really get excited about Impact Wrestling, because something special, it feels like something special is about to happen in an Impact Wrestling ring, and Bound for Glory could be the place for that something special. Again, many promotions are going to be represented at Bound for Glory. And let me just let me see. I think I might have left out a promotion. Bound for Glory 20, because I know there are a lot of Bound for promotions. I just want to make sure I get all the promotions. Okay, yeah, AEW, AAA, and New Japan Pro. Okay, so the three, I got them all. So AEW, Lucha Libre, AAA, and New Japan Pro Wrestling will all be represented at Bound for Glory. And who knows, AEW, I'm sorry, Impact Wrestling, NWA, looks like they have a little relationship going on right now as well. Looks like they've mended their fences, and they've kissed and made up. And Mickey James inviting Deonna Purrazzo to the Empower pay-per-view, which is an all-women's pay-per-view. So looks like there's a potential relationship there. Maybe some NWA. So maybe Nick Aldis defends the NWA title at Bound for Glory as well. So something special is about to, something really special is going to happen right now. I feel it. I just feel something very, very special is going to happen at Bound for Glory for Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling it's getting damn good. It's getting damn good right now. And if you're not on the bandwagon yet, time to jump on the bandwagon. Time to jump on the Impact Wrestling bandwagon, because lots of good things are going on. Actually, also Aiden English. Aiden English made his well, he didn't make his debut, but they had they cut a little promo with the Drama King, and here's their plan. Impact Wrestling's plan for Aiden English. Also, RingsideNews.com. It says, according to a report from Fightful Select, the former Aiden English will be at the Impact Wrestling television tapings. He will be featured with a solid push, and that will center around the upcoming mixed tag team tournament. That's going to be at Homecoming, I believe. They're going to crown a Homecoming King, a Homecoming Queen. Says the former Aiden English will be coming into the company as a heel, and is slated to get a solid push for the mixed tag team tournament. He says he hasn't wrestled on TV in quite some time, but that is about to change. So Aiden English, can't use the name Aiden English because that's owned by Vince McMahon. But not sure. Maybe he's going to just... it says here, it says Matt the Drama King. So maybe that's going to be his name, Matt the Drama King. It's not confirmed, but that could be his name in Impact Wrestling. But it's definitely not going to be Aiden English. But still, he's getting a huge push. So lots of good things going on right now in Impact Wrestling. Lots of things to get excited about with Impact Wrestling. And I'm right now, I'm more excited for Impact Wrestling right now than I have been in a while. I mean, Josh Alexander still the X Division champion. Option C, maybe. Option C. And you're thinking, who's going to beat Kenny Omega for the Impact Wrestling World Championship? Josh Alexander. Option C, maybe. You never know. He's supposed to get the big push. I was a little surprised, though, that Chris Sabin defeated Moose. Little surprised that Chris Sabin defeated Moose because Moose just signed that new 2-year deal. I thought for sure that I didn't think Callahan was going to beat Omega, but I thought for sure that at Battle of Glory we were going to see Moose against Kenny Omega, and Moose was going to take the title from Kenny Omega. But now that he lost to Chris Sabin, he's not really a top contender anymore. So it's like, if he lost to Chris Sabin, how is he going to come back and beat Kenny Omega? So that's a feeling that I get, that I'm sure a lot of people share. So I don't know. It was very surprising that he lost to Chris Sabin. I thought for sure he was not going to lose to Chris Sabin. So that was very surprising. But I'm not sure what the plan is for Moose. I guess it's back to the back of the line for Moose in terms of title shots. But like I said, who's going to take the title back from Kenny Omega? Is Jay White going to take? What if it's Jay White versus Kenny Omega, and Jay White defeats him for the Impact Wrestling World Title, and Jay White becomes the Impact Wrestling World Champion, takes a belt back to New Japan Pro Wrestling, and people start chasing him in New Japan Pro Wrestling for the Impact Wrestling. You have Eddie Edwards go over there, or you have who else? We can have Josh Alexander head over there and try to get that Impact Wrestling World Title back for Impact Wrestling. Maybe Jay White defends the Impact Wrestling title in Japan against Josh Alexander. I mean, that would be phenomenal. So lots of possibilities, lots of potentially great matchups. Like I said, it's a time to get really, really excited again. I feel something special is about to happen. A number of special things are about to happen for Impact Wrestling. Goldberg. We're going to end it on this. Goldberg is coming back to the WWE to set up a big match for SummerSlam. Goldberg's coming back. Yeah. Bobby Lashley, Goldberg at SummerSlam. That's the plan. Monday Night Raw, the plan is for Goldberg to make his return. Fightful is reporting that there will be an angle to set up Goldberg versus Lashley for SummerSlam. Yes. Actually, I could care less. I mean, poor Bobby Lashley. Wants a match. All Bobby Lashley wants is a match with Brock Lesnar. That's all he wanted for. I think he's been back with the WWE for about maybe a year and a half, 2 years now, if I'm not mistaken. All he wanted was, the reason he came back is he wanted a match with Brock Lesnar. That's all he wanted. Now he's the champion. He's a Universal Champion. Universal Champion. And all he wanted was a match with Brock Lesnar. You read the reports. Lashley is like, I want Lesnar. I want Lesnar now. I want a match with Brock Lesnar. That's all he wanted. Could have happened. They could have put it together for SummerSlam, but no. It's Vince McMahon's like, nope. Like, darn it, no. We're giving you Goldberg. We're giving you Goldberg. Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley. Let's get it done. Goldberg's like 50. I think he's 56 years old right now. I think he got hurt severely in his last match. I don't know if his last match was against The Undertaker. I don't remember his last match, but his match, I think it was the match against The Undertaker. Really, he severely hurt himself during the match. I mean, do the fans really want to see Bobby Lashley against Goldberg at SummerSlam? I mean, think they just released Aleister Black. They just released Braun Strowman. It could have been, they could have Bobby Lashley to avenge against Aleister Black at SummerSlam. I think people would much rather see that match than Bobby Lashley against Goldberg. Was Goldberg going to squash him in like 2 minutes and take the title? And then maybe like when WrestleMania is normally in March, so maybe Goldberg will hold the title until the next WrestleMania and defend the. Maybe he'll hold on to the title to bring back Ken Shamrock. Maybe we'll get. I don't think he's with Impact anymore. We'll get a WWE Dream match. Big man's like, maybe we'll bring back Shamrock. Maybe we'll bring back Shamrock. We'll have Goldberg versus Shamrock at main event at the next WrestleMania.
that'll get ratings. Oh, we'll just, why stop there? Let's see, Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson. Let's bring them in. Can we get the Midnight Express? Can we get Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan? Can we get them? Can we get them? That'd be great if we could. Bobby. Oh man, Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley against Goldberg. Let's do it. Let's get it done.
That's just it just doesn't make sense. It's just this is why the WWE ratings are on a drastic decline right now because of stuff like this. Poor Bobby Lashley. All he wants is Brock Lesnar. That's all he wants. He wants Brock Lesnar, but he's getting Goldberg. He's getting Goldberg at SummerSlam, and there's nothing. McMahon's like, damn it, there's nothing Bobby Lashley could do about it. Damn it, but God damn it, we're giving him Goldberg. He should be happy. I don't think anybody's happy. I don't think anybody wants to see Goldberg against Bobby Lashley. That's just my opinion. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for listening to me today. I'm Lewis Carlin. This is the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. And until next time, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.